What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, doing just a little bit of early filming, and people ask me what are my favorite firearm brands. They obviously know Glock, they obviously know a couple others, but they see that I'm all over the place with my firearm choices, firearm sizes, and that whole sort of thing. So today we're going to go over my top 5 brands. First is definitely Glock. Glock 26 is my go-to everyday carry. I just don't have problems with my Glocks. I like to build them. They're easy, they're simple. I can literally take down a Glock, remove all the parts, put all brand new parts in it in about 5 minutes, have the firearm running and good to go. Can run all sorts of double stack magazines out of these things. Reliability and compatibility are the number one reason, and versatility is the number one reason why I go with Glock. Now, number 2 is Springfield Armory, and it's pretty similar reason why. These just don't give me issues. I really like the Springfield Armory Hellcats. The XDS was a great single stack that I used to have. I love the XDM. I love my XD subcompact. Honestly, they've never done me wrong, so I have nothing against them, and honestly, their firearms all shoot really well. People say the Hellcat's snappy. I've just learned to shoot this thing over time, putting rounds through it, and it's really grown on me, and I love it. So, number 3 is definitely going to Smith & Wesson. Over the last year, I've really grown to love Smith & Wesson, and that's for a couple reasons. So I had the Easy, the 380 Easy. I know that people are going to say it's not a good everyday carry option right now, but to be honest, it fit my lifestyle at the time. I needed something with low recoil because I just had double wrist surgery, and I was afraid that if I was going to use my firearm, I was going to mess up that double wrist surgery. So I carried a 380 Easy because it's exactly that. It's easy to load, easy to shoot, and so on. And then my love for them sort of grew. I was all into Glocks and other firearms, but then I got the Shield Plus and I got the CSX, and I started realizing Smith & Wesson's really competing, and they're really working hard. They worked on their triggers. They're making upgrades that Glock isn't doing, even though the Glock did come out with the performance trigger, but they give you a lot in one small package for a price that's reasonable. And on top of that, you can't talk down on where they're made or supporting their company because they're just a good American company. Now, I also picked up the Airweight since then. I picked up the M&P 40C, the M&P 9 2.0 subcompact. And they've been all great firearms. They just run. They run the extended mags. They just run everything. So Smith & Wesson is definitely number 3 for me. Number 4 is probably the firearm brand that I have the least of, but CZ. I have 2 CZs, and I plan to extend that, but the reason I like CZ, there's just something about them that feels so quality. And when you're shooting them, the triggers are very easy to get used to, even on the P10M. But I have the P10S that I really like, the subcompact, a little longer barrel than a Glock 26, but similar in size. They just have good texturing on them, good triggers, come with rails, just a good firearm out the box. And for the CZ P10M to be under $300, you can't beat that. Yes, it's a single stack, but 7+1 of a very concealable firearm, great for jogging, going on walks with the kids, going to the playground, stuff like that. Just a good single stack that you can trust your life with, and that would be CZ P10M. So therefore, CZ has really grown on me and become one of my favorite brands. Now, another firearm brand that you might not like, or you might talk down on, or maybe isn't as relevant nowadays, is Ruger. That's going to be my number 5 spot. I had the Ruger EC9S for a really long time, and I really liked that firearm. I don't know why I got rid of it, but I really liked it. I also had the SR9C. My original one gave me issues, but the new one, not a single problem with. Also, the LCP Max is one of my favorite pocket pistols. So they just have a bunch of good offerings that won't break the bank. They're reliable, and they just give you everything you need to defend yourself, but nothing more, nothing extra, and therefore it shows when it comes down to its price tag. But anyways, those are my 5 favorite brands: Glock, Springfield Armory, Smith & Wesson, CZ, and Ruger. Let me know in the comments what yours are, because I know we're going to have some HK fans and SIG fans and stuff like that, and that's fine. This is just my preference. Drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching.